taking, just be.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about being a multi-passionate person and just that journey that I had to take as a woman and how I've managed to juggle my various passions. For as long as I can remember, I have always been interested in a wide range of activities and hobbies. And let me just say that most of them were in the area of fine arts, liberal arts, right? But throughout my life, look, y'all, they have changed. And depending on the season that Jesus has me in, I had to make the adjustment. And as a child, I loved crafts. I loved music, like drawing and painting, right? Things like that, playing a musical instrument. I love those kinds of things as a kid, as a child growing up. And as I grew older, my interest did begin to change a little bit, right? Still in the same area, but changed. So, for example, filmmaking, music production, history, cultural cooking, and writing. So, these kinds of things, they're still in the same avenue, but they are different. But the problem was, I couldn't figure out how to pursue all of these interests at the same time. I would try to focus on one passion for a while, but then I would get distracted and I would go and focus on a different one. And that would leave me feeling guilty, right? And just thinking like, okay, I can't stick to anything because I left my previous project undone. So that gave a lot of guilt. It wasn't until I stumbled upon the concept of being a multi passionate person. I was listening to a podcast, y'all, and that podcast really blessed me. And I just was encouraged that it's okay to have multiple passions. It's okay to have different things that you're interested in. That is so okay. And I realized that I wasn't alone in this struggle, in this journey, and that it was possible to pursue multiple passions that God gave me at the same time. So I decided to embrace my multi passionate self and create a system that worked for me. Here are some things that were very helpful for me. First, I decided to only focus on three passions at a time. Anything above that was too much for me and it would become stressful. And y'all know maintaining my internal peace that God has given me and maintaining my mental health is so important, right? Jesus died so that we could have peace. That's one reason why he died, so that we can have peace. And I said, I'm going to keep my peace. All right. And y'all, right next to choosing the passions, you had to commit to prioritizing the things that I said I was going to do in my everyday life, right? So, for example, let's say I wanted to commit to writing, reading, and creating music. I had to set aside time throughout the week of when I was going to do those three things. That is so important. And I want you to know that once you get that on your calendar, it's a must do for you, right? It is a must do. You have to be disciplined and remember that this is about you pouring back into you. And that leads us to number two. Okay. Second, I make sure that I create, write, or speak about one of my three passions 4 times a week, right? Some of you may need to do 2 times a week or 3 times a week, and that's okay. What matters is that you choose something that you can commit to and you do it, right? You say, I'm going to stick with this, and you stick to it. The reason for this is that I'm a creative, right? What that means is I personally function, operate, and flow from a creative space most of the time. Not everybody's like this, but for me as a creative, this is what I have had to do. God, He has designed all of us in a very unique and special way. And we owe it to ourselves to uncover and discover and embrace how He has created us. There are certain things that our mind, our body, and our soul need us to experience on a daily basis and need us to be a part of so that it can operate at its highest level. Y'all, that's a gem, okay? Leave me a comment if you guys want me to dive into that thought, okay? And finally, number three, I learned to just let go of the guilt, let go of the shame, and just embrace my uniqueness and just find a system that works for me. Remember, you don't have to choose between your passions. You can pursue all of them and still love your life, right? When you choose your passions, make sure that you are being led by God, right? Jesus, He has a plan for us, and every season may call for something different. So make sure that you're being led. So if you are a multi passionate person, look, I want you to know if you're like me, be encouraged, okay? Embrace your unique nature and find a system. Find a system that works, okay? And who knows, you might even discover new connections and opportunities on that path that God has for you. Look, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you have not already to my channel for more videos like this. Thank y'all. Bye.
and live my life. Don't take it personal. I ain't lying, I ain't hiding. I've been grinding.